but now we are good to rock and roll. So yeah, this is sweet. I'm excited, like really excited.
You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag.
Ended up last night getting some planter work done. I got all the chains ordered. So everything should be in. We just got to spend some wrenching time, closing wheels, gauge wheels, figure out what we're going to do for marker arms. Everything should be in this week, being it's Saturday right now. But once it's all in, go time. So we've got to do a little bit of wiring and go from there. I figure we'll tinker on the Mack, get that somewhat finished up if we can. Got to find some 1-inch line pipe to run back, and yeah, from there it should be pretty good. Throw a little bit of paint on it. It's supposed to be a decent day. It's gonna be cloudy but rain tonight, and I think Easter's supposed to be raining. I'm not sure. I guess I better look at the weather here and figure out, because that really determines a lot of things. No, Easter's supposed to be pretty nice. I think tomorrow afternoon, maybe a little bit of rain. I wanted to really spend this 75-20 when it's raining and I can't work outside at all. Well, you know, make our lives a little easier. But alrighty, appreciate you guys watching along. Let's dive into this, see where we can get to. First things first, figure out what we need for pipe. My father's actually running around doing deliveries, and he said, well, I'm going right past Home Depot. I said, okay, give me some 1-inch pipe. But my plan is right off the middle here, go up to up here and run it across the top right there. So 1-inch pipe with U-bolts holding it on. The other tanker's the same way, but it runs down on the bottom side. I was gonna say, hey, let's run it down here and we'll do some fab work and some things, but that's just so much more convenient. So we'll put some U-bolts so you can take it off, and it will run to the back here, and then it will go down. That's at least what I'm planning. And then yeah, bracket, and then from here the hoses will run around hooking this, and the door will open up when you need it, so everything will go out. As far as this side, I need to run power, ground, and the cable. So my plan is to literally run along the side of that edge and put an 1 3/4 pipe and just run all that stuff through it. So won't be too crazy there. I did think that I should really put a breaker in here, or a fuse in between, so that we don't have any issues, because if it ever rubs together, it will just ground everything out. So I got to think about that, what I can add in. I wasn't thinking, but alrighty, we'll get this started. He's gonna grab me that, which is good, because every time I leave it turns into, takes a while. But we got the fuel sending unit. We can start working on that, and we can start getting ready to do a little bit of fab work, some layout. So pipe comes in 10-foot sections right now. That's what you can get locally easily. So 10-foot sections, you got to put your pieces in between, but a 10-foot section is $23. Keep in mind, I got nothing against hydraulic stuff, but the hoses on that trailer, I paid $1,000 for those hoses, and they did not run this far. The reason why I put hoses on that trailer, though, so I could fold it up and make it easy to come apart. But yeah, so $23 for 10 foot of pipe. And I spent on this alone, what did I spend? Probably $700 just on those hoses. Maybe probably more. Somebody did say take some milk hose and wrap these. I like that idea, so we're gonna do that. We'll wrap them up and make it real nice. But I'll get this truck started, I'll get it pulled over that way, and then we'll go from there. Got the gauge we'll see what the sending unit looks like. So it's actually from Summit Racing. It's looking pretty good. It actually comes with directions of where what goes what, and fuel tank height, depth, everything. We're just gonna copy the one we pull out. So it comes 2 pieces. Looks the same. Honestly, looks really the same. So okay, well, there's one. There's the one that's coming out. Nice. So we got to lower that down a little bit so it matches up, and then good from there. There we go. Had to cut that down, had to extend this all the way out. So now we are good to rock and roll. So that goes back in. We got to put the gasket on. Got to put the cover and whatnot on, but it is in there, which is yeah, those the bolts that come with it, they don't work because we got already holes there. Alrighty, that is on. Got to do the gauge. My father called me. Home Depot, all out of pipe. Oh, by the way, Dan's out here killing it. Picked up all my trash. I forgot it was Saturday. Appreciate it, Dan. So all I had was cardboard with boxes and boxes. So he swung through and grabbed that this morning. There we go. It works. So we got a fuel gauge that works. If I disconnect it, it drops to below empty. So I'm pop that back out, pop it in there. I do got to get a light because I broke the one. So I still got to get the light for that. But otherwise, we're good on wiring up here. So all my gauges do work. The water temperature works. Yeah, everything works. Lights all work except for marker lights. We got to figure out marker light or blinkers. I think everything else works. So that's cool though. I'm probably, all my other trucks don't have gauges either. Now that I know that sending unit from Summit and these gauges from PAI are actually pretty on point. We'll probably do a few more of those. Weatherman, it's not gonna rain till nighttime. Another liar. Alrighty, I gotta heat those ends so I gotta do the ones underneath, and then well, this truck will be we got some fuel lines and some stuff like that I want to do, but this truck will be ready to rock and roll. So if you all remember, I picked this up in Pennsylvania down by Brittany's. They actually put me onto this truck. Picked it up, brought it to Brittany's house, and then I went to New Jersey and picked the trailer up, and then I went back to Brittany's. And on my ride back, I was like, oh, phone's dying. Things were running behind schedule. And I stopped, and I got a charger. And I was like, well, we'll see if this works. And sure enough, I plugged it in. Didn't work. If they're reversed, I don't think they work. Because, well, the wiring. Now this works. So literally everything works, which is awesome because like trucking, you need to have power. So yeah, I got this, and then I plugged it in and I was like, nope, doesn't even work. But now we are good to rock and roll. So yeah, this is sweet. I'm excited, like really excited. Well, I really had the motivation to get this pipe done, but since the local place didn't have it, we're gonna have to go get it ourselves. You ready to go? So we're gonna go to Somerville because they got it. They got a lot of it. At least it says they do. And as they say, oh, well, if it says we got a lot, then we probably have it. If it says we got a little, we're probably out. So, customer service. Alrighty, we'll go get some pipe. We'll throw this together. That way I can get hydraulic lines made this week. We're gonna put we gotta get the PTO for the truck and put the box on. But once the trailer's done, I can unhook it. I'll feel a lot better off, and then we'll put the hydraulics on the truck. Got the goods. A lot of people are saying on Connections for hydraulics not to use tape, so we got some pro dope. We'll see, no drip, no spill. Okay, we'll give that a try. Got a ton of fittings. And let's see, ton of pipe. So let's see what I got in store. Got 8 sections of 1 inch. Got a bunch of T's, or a bunch of 90s and straight pieces. And then I got 3 sections. I think it's 1.5 inches. You're gonna ask me why I got 3 sections of 1.5 inches. I guess we will see. Huh. So I'll be honest, I was gonna run it up on the top, but I figured this works just as much because of how the fenders are and everything else. It doesn't have to be perfect, but lining it up by yourself, I think I did a pretty damn good job of making it good there. It bows in because of how the tanker's set up at the front, but got it blocked up right there. So I'll cut this off. This is gonna be our pipe for our electrical and our 8 conductor wire. So that will all go through there. Then it will go down, and it'll go out the other end, and then we'll be good. But I left them a little long, so 30 foot. And we got what, a foot, just over a foot, and I think just over a foot down there. So we'll cut it off though, and then everything will run out nicely. Got it tacked on, or welded on there. Welded each one, so that actually is gonna work out. But see, yeah, it bows in right here. The tank starts going in, so here has a little bit of a slope. It gaps up, almost completely touching right here, but I want a little bit of a gap so when manure, we hose it, it can go down over. But this still allows me to get the jack and get the landing gear blocks out, which is good. And then comes up here, weld it onto that. So we'll cut it off. Lines will come out, go to the middle, and connect to everything. So that will be really good. I'm gonna have everything go through the middle so it's got good ability. But yep, welded right on. I thought about U-bolting it, but I said this one's never ever gonna come off. It is what it is, and it's not gonna have an issue there. I've still got to figure out on the hydraulic side how I'm gonna mount it. The weather is definitely taking a turn for the worse, but got those cut up, cleaned up. Got some extra string because, well, we only have the cables. We do not have the wire to run the remote. So I'm waiting on that. And then once that's in, then I can pull the extra one. But I'll tie the cables on there. We'll put the rope on that, and then makes it easy with that when we pull it. We got the rope afterwards sitting there, which is we can tie the cable to and pull the cable through. So I got 31 foot of each one, so I should have plenty of extra to pull, to have left over. Where's that in? There's that in. And this is that heavy cable. So as you see, a lot of people, oh, you need a battery, you need this. I don't know. What we do need is a kill or a fuse up front here so that we don't have an issue. That's what we really need. And I don't know why I never thought about it till today. Okay. Tie this rope to it. And then we'll tie it to the air line. That air line worked out perfect. I didn't know if I had enough length. I just sent it, but it worked. So I can push it, but it's gonna get, yeah, it's stuck. So I can pull it or push it. Pulling it is really, really hard. So I'm just gonna see if I can get some help for a minute and just pull it through. Made in the USA. Rock on. So 2/0 tough flex. Here, this stuff will work real good. I should have made this like 2 foot longer, But if that's all I got, then that's all I got. We'll build a little bracket out, put the bolt through, keep it there. The idea is the string, when I get that other cable, I'll tape it onto there. I'll pull that through. And then my idea is I'll hold it here and we'll spray foam that shut. So then nothing can get in there, make a mess, chew on things, live in there, get manure. Same on the back. We got the string. So yeah, if I pull it, it goes with it. So same thing, I cleaned it up as best I can. It's not sharp, so that's good. But got it run. I don't have heat shrink that big. I'll have to see if I can get some, but I'm thinking I'll build some right here, same like this. And I like the idea of some milk hose wrapped around it. Forget who said that in the comments. That was a good idea. Maybe an inflation hose. I think milk hose would probably be the best. I don't know. Inflation's probably about the same size. So we'll mess around with that. Trying to get some stuff done before it starts raining. And yeah, being my mother's birthday. My father's is tomorrow. And then mine is it's 2 days from there, which is Tuesday. So Taco Tuesday is my birthday. I don't know when you're gonna see this video, so it might be my birthday or it might not. I don't know. I gotta see what I got filmed and what I can make out of that. Yeah, it's getting windy. So tied off. Like I said, when we get done, I want to get this tanker done and off. So get as much plumbed, run, because then it can sit and be out of the way. And then we'll put the hydraulic tank on, which is going to go right here. So all of these cables and everything else, air lines, electrical lines, these will go up and then come down and hook on. So we won't have all this slack, but we should have enough room that it comes gracefully back to here. We're gonna need 2 hands for this. So then that will hook together. That would be slick. Build a little bracket, comes right out, holds it right there. Then maybe make a hanger so it can lock on and hold it so it doesn't beat on that. But then if I come over here and I turn this on, because that was off, that's going to go on the side of the hydraulic tank so that we can shut the trailer off separate from the truck if we ever have an issue. And then if we come back here, oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Spread, close. Let me unravel it some more. So this is why the cable is going to be so much longer, but up. We got to grease that fitting for sure. Look at that. Pull up to the tanker. Then drop it down in the tanker. We still got to do that little U-clamp. That's got quite the drop. We got more than that too. Keep in mind the batteries are off on the truck, but that thing's been charging really well. That when it's running, we get that 12 volt. We still got to put our little stop, but and we got to put some rubber up there. That's still on the plan. So that's slick. That works. Whew. We're gaining. So not the perfect thing, I agree. I'm sure somebody in the comments gonna write something about something, but I know I'm working on it. We're figuring this out. This has all been learning as we go. So from here we got to do this side. And I thought about doing the same thing, running it down, but that bend with hydraulic pressure, I don't want it bending in. I want it flat right across the top. So we'll do a little bit of brackets across the top. That's going to sit on those, and then it will come to the back here, go out, drop down, put a 90, and then hose from there. It's probably about to get windy and rainy, so I think this will be it. Like I said, I'm probably going to be late for dinner, which, you know, I'm gonna finish some projects, but got this welded up to it. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Then that one will slide right in. Yeah, we're gaining. Like I said, we'll build something maybe right here that it will latch onto, so then it won't ever pull on that connection in case something happened. But that definitely makes it. That's slick. So like I said, we got one more wire going through there, which we got the room, and then we'll spray foam it so it doesn't rub, touch, stuff get in there. Slowly gaining. So now we can tell how much fuel is in the truck, and now we can actually run the nurse function, which is a big plus. That's cool that it works. Little stuff, checking it off the list takes the longest. Like running and getting that pipe probably took 2 hours of my day. I could have done it a different time, but when I'm coming back from work, going into the city or stopping somewhere always turns into a headache. But let me pick up my mess and I'm gonna get out of here. Go dinner for my mom's birthday and my dad's birthday. I guess we're doing it all in one because tomorrow is Easter. But we'll be working on this or the truck or the planter or all three, who knows. But appreciate you guys watching along, liking, subscribing, dropping comments, telling us what I'm doing wrong, right, all the support. Yeah, you guys are awesome. But that'll do it for today. Yanko's waiting. It is our dinner time. What time is it? 5:30? 6 o'clock? I hope it's not 6. Might be 5:30. But appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.